The case against 10 suspected cash-in-transit robbers has been postponed to the 8th of April for further investigation. They were arrested following a deadly shootout in Rosettenville last week. They face a litany of charges, including attempted murder, conspiracy to commit a cash-in-transit robbery, and possession of unlicensed firearms. Let's get more on what came out of court now. Linda Mnisi is our reporter at court. Linda, good morning to you. So three, in fact, let's say four of the people arrested are not South African nationals. What did the NPA have to say about their legal status in the country?
Yeah, you'll remember, Cody, in the initial stages of a criminal, trial or even a criminal matter, one of the things that needs to be verified is, of course, the nationality of the accused, their addresses, and so on and so forth. And those are the things that still need to be verified in terms of, some of the accused in this matter. As you rightfully point out, there's about four who have been verified to be non-South Africans, and those belong to, three in fact of those belong to or come from Zimbabwe, and one is from Botswana. They haven't been able to verify the legality of whether or not they're in the country legally or not, but of course have been able to verify that they are indeed not South Africans. And with respect to the other accused in this matter, some of them, they've been able to verify the address, like the NPA has just said right now about accused number 6, who was said to be a parolee at the time of his arrest. His address has been positively verified, but now, given the fact that he's now been implicated in this particular crime, the correctional services had to then revoke his, parole. So they're going to continue with that particular aspect, but you'll remember the reason why we thought they were appearing here in court today was because they were also said to be making an application for bail, but they've since indicated that they're not going to be bringing that application today and will be bringing it perhaps at a later stage. So at this particular point, they haven't really dealt with the issue around whether or not they'll be bringing, a bail application.
So, Linda, the main reason for the postponement to the 8th of April is that the state says it's got to be, or it wants to do further investigations. Any finer details as to what exactly it is that the state needs to do?
Well, you'll remember the issue around the addresses still needs to be completed, Oli, but of course, not going much into detail in terms of what exactly those investigations entail. Before this particular court, you would remember we just have 10 of those suspects who are appearing, and those suspects are currently being kept at a C-Max prison in Pretoria, and that's one of the issues that the defense lawyers brought before the court, requesting the court to make an order that they be moved to the Johannesburg Central Prison. But in fact, the state coming forward saying that the reason why they were moved to Pretoria C-Max prison was because when they got to the Johannesburg Central Prison, the head of the prison there informed the officials that in fact it wasn't safe for them to be kept in that particular facility, as there are renovations that are currently taking place. They therefore had to be moved to a Pretoria prison. But of course, when they got there, the defense lawyer says they were also placed at facilities that keep sentenced prisoners, as opposed to keeping them with awaiting trial prisoners. And they haven't been able to also consult with their lawyers. They haven't been able to, meet with their families, which basically speaks to their rights. They're saying that they will make arrangements for them to be moved to the awaiting trial prisoners sections, which is where they're supposed to be kept at this point, given the fact that they haven't been convicted or even, sentenced. So they'll be moved to that particular section of the prison. They will also arrange for them to be able to consult with their lawyers as well as meet with their families.
That's Linda Mnisi, our reporter, covering this important story. Thank you very much for the time.